All right, now we continue on with our response to what is perhaps the most passionate and argumentative video ripping apart Mass Effect 3. Now we're on to the part of Thessia and Horizon and Cerberus. It's a very, very tiny one, but it touches on one of the parts that I personally despise the most. It strikes a nerve, even though it's really, really short. Let's go on. I have lost my train of thought, but let's go.
Next arc, you talk to the Asari counselor who mentions a point of interest on Thessia. She tells you about a construct you can use to complete the Crucible, which turns out to be a Prothean beacon. So the Asari were selfish pricks who held vital technology for themselves. And had they been more open about it, we'd already know about the catalyst and we wouldn't be in this mess. Kinda makes it hard for you to feel bad for them when Thessia ends up falling.
Actually, it makes me feel bad that it feels like the newer writers really had it out for the Asari because and and that belief was reinforced by what happened in Andromeda. If I remember correctly, the Asari arc is the one that gets hit the most by the Ket. So it feels like the newest writers really kind of had it out for them. Like they didn't like they wanted to really take a swing at the at the eye candy, the galactic eye candy. Let's hit them. Make them look bad.
What makes it even more ridiculous is that this is supposed to be the emotional low point of the game. Seriously, everyone in the Normandy is sulking and acting like they've been completely defeated because of Thessia, and not because of Earth, Palaven, Tuchanka, Surkesh, Rannoch, or any of the other worlds.
Excellent point. Let's see. How do I put it? When I first played, I remember that I did not notice that. But of course, I was too focused on how we were forced to fight a space ninja and lose to him. I was too distraught by the fact that I wasn't able to rescue the two Asari scientists. And worst of all, the timing, the cliched timing. We are told some top secret information, and Cerberus beats us to the punch. They arrive at the exact same time as we do, and they win. I I absolutely hate that cliche. But anyway, let's go on.
Everyone in the Normandy is sulking and acting like they've been completely defeated because of Thessia, and not because of Earth, Palaven, Tuchanka, Surkesh, Rannoch, or any of the other worlds. Why is this the moment where everyone is losing hope?
Because the eye candy have been attacked, that's why.
You spend the entire game trying to convince people there's still hope for Earth, but now all is lost because you think there's no hope for Thessia, when Earth was already being destroyed for months? That doesn't add up. The drama they're going for is completely dry and artificial, and there's no real stake in it with all the time you spend telling people you can still save Earth.
The part that I hate about it is the fact that it's linear. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. No choices of yours are allowed, and it's a rigged fight. We were defeated in a rigged fight, and we're forced to sulk about it, despite the fact that this is supposed to be a role-playing game where we ourselves decide how Shepard feels. This takes us back to how I felt, to what I said earlier about Mass Effect 3, why I hated Shepard in it. Mass Effect 1 and 2, Shepard doesn't really have emotions, and of course people, the brown nosers attacked him for it, because they said he was dry and emotionless. But I like that because we, the players, are supposed to decide his emotion for him. Mass Effect 3, he's a hijacked character. It's stupid. It's insufferable.
So make up your mind. Either you have hope or you don't. Even the moments leading up to it take away from the tension we're supposed to be feeling. You mean to tell me the most well-kept secret in the galaxy hidden by the most advanced civilization could have easily been revealed if some rando just walked in and destroyed the statue? It's not like they tried to hide this particular statue, it's literally in plain sight for everyone to see. What if someone just felt like vandalizing it and suddenly they saw a glowing aura inside the stone? And another thing, how the fuck did Tim get this highly classified information on the Prothean beacon on Thessia in Mars? And what was that highly classified information on the Prothean beacon on Thessia even doing on Mars? Is Mars just this treasure trove of Deus Ex assholes that no one could figure out until now?
Back to the subtitles here about the elusive man. Or did your shadow broker miss that one? Yeah, that is the third time Liara completely failed as the shadow broker. The other two times are the times where Samantha gives you information, gives you intelligence that that Liara, the Shadow Broker, should have given you.
Mars. Is Mars just this treasure trove of Deus Ex assholes that no one could figure out until now? And my god, why is Tim still going on about his stupid ideals about controlling the Reapers? It's not interesting, it's not compelling, it's just a boring and stupid waste of time. So somehow...
A waste of time and an unnecessary obstacle.
Don't ask me how, Samantha was able to track Kai Lang's shuttle as it flew through a relay into the horizon. You see how pathetic Kai Lang is? His downfall was the result of some random woman on the Normandy tracking down his shuttle to a Cerberus facility.
And it's not like she planted a bug on it, because she wasn't even on the planet, let alone able to reach the shuttle. And even then, that wasn't a shuttle. That was that was the Mass Effect equivalent of a helicopter gunship. I don't think those things are very space-worthy. I don't recall a single time where any of those were ever deployed in space. I only see them used in atmospheric conditions.
And he didn't even bother to make sure he wasn't being tracked. No offense, Anderson, but you're a dumbass if you ever felt threatened by this guy. So you follow Kai Lang to Horizon, meet up with Miranda, kick her father's ass, and Miranda gives you the coordinates for the Cerberus base. There's this in-between plot point where they explain how the facility was for researching a way to control the Reapers, so the Reapers send ground forces to stop them, which brings you to question why Kai Lang and Tim are working against the Reapers if Vendetta confirmed they're being indoctrinated, but I honestly don't give a shit because BioWare clearly didn't.
And that right there, when I first played, I already had people by then telling me that this isn't really a three-way battle because Cerberus is already being controlled by the Reapers, that I'm supposed to think of Cerberus as an extension of the Reapers. And I refuse to this day to believe that because the Reapers are attacking Horizon. Why would, proving that it really is a three-way battle. Cerberus is indoctrinated, but they're not fully indoctrinated, so it's nonsense. It's inconsistent nonsense.
But I honestly don't give a shit because BioWare clearly didn't. You go to the Cerberus base, blow shit up, kick Kai Lang's ass, and you have another stupid conversation with Tim. I also just love how the same guy who spent trillions resurrecting Shepard couldn't be bothered to install some kind of security to keep people from waltzing into his room and stealing information from his computer. I'm not even kidding. They just opened the door like it was any other door. The Krusty Krab has better security than this.
Everything, Shepard, everything I've done has uplifted humanity. Not only above other species in our galaxy, but over the Reapers.
How? All you did was turn your troops into blue-eyed husks. How does that make you more powerful than the Reapers? I've been killing your troops throughout the entire game like any other group of enemies, and yet you insist you've uplifted humanity? Maybe if your idea for uplifting humanity was turning it into target practice.
We are fighting each other while the Reapers occupy Earth. It's time to stop.
Your idealism is admirable, Shepard. But in the end, our goals are simply too disparate. I believe destroying the Reapers would be the worst mistake we could ever make.
And the fact that Tim got away, despite the fact that we launched a full-scale attack against his base without him knowing. I mean, we had the element of surprise as far as I could tell, yet somehow he not only gets away, but is somehow able to contact the Reapers. How is he able to contact the Reapers? That's the part I don't understand. And why did he tip them off? And, of course, he knows he tipped them off, yet somehow insists that he's not working with them or for them. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, why? Why do you think destroying them is a bad thing? They are literally out to get us. They are killing everyone by the zillions. They are beyond our comprehension to understand, they can't be negotiated with, and they are bent on turning the entire galaxy into goo.
I honestly thought that Zaid was going to well, fulfill the entire quote by Kyle Reese there. They can't be negotiated with, can't be bargained with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
They are beyond our comprehension to understand, they can't be negotiated with, and they are bent on turning the entire galaxy into goo. You have provided no reason for why keeping them alive would be a good thing other than your stupid human dominance ideology. This is literally the worst thing to believe in when they're turning the entire galaxy into vaporized ash. Why are we even having this conversation if you already found everything you want? You're just wasting time and proving how stupid you are because you didn't bother to delete this data on your computer to prevent Shepard from discovering anything. What are you even going on about? Transcending humanity above the Reapers? If you think you've transcended humanity above the Reapers, then why do you even want to control them? You have technology to bring people back from the dead after their body was annihilated from falling thousands of feet from orbit. You literally don't need them. Jesus Christ, this plot is so stupid.
Yep. And unfortunately, well, this whole video, despite how long it is, it's only touching the tip of the iceberg. Anyway, please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you dislike the video, please, I beg you, don't click the dislike button. Instead, type down below in a comment what you disliked. And, I'll get back to you. And let's talk. Let's be civilized people, shall we? Drink plenty of water and have a good day. And try to be nice to your mom, even if she can be insufferable. Have a good day.